Have you ever considered that you've had countless opportunities throughout the course of your life to achieve your dreams? Opportunities that have landed in your lap and you just didn't recognize them. I know this might sound absurd to some, but here's the question. If an opportunity showed up for you today, would you be able to recognize it? The truth is, most people don't recognize the opportunities because they've never been able to experience anything that's actually extraordinary. They're blind to what's actually possible because society has conditioned us to always pursue the safe route. Work hard, keep your head down, and always follow the rules. But that same conditioning, it blinds us to the signs and those opportunities that could actually change our lives. Opportunities are everywhere. Some might even smack us in the face. But instead of acting on them, most people just ignore them. They don't believe that they deserve something better, or they're too caught up in fear, distractions, and doubt to ever even be able to notice. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name is Chad. The root cause of this problem, in my opinion, is the education system. From the moment that we enter school, we are taught to follow a specific path that our school and our education system and society lays out for us. Get good grades, go to college, and that's how you're going to succeed in life. But what they don't teach you is what happens if that path isn't for you, or what happens if that path doesn't work out for you. The system doesn't teach you how to think critically. It doesn't teach you how to see opportunities and create your own path. Instead, it pushes conformity and instills limiting beliefs. If you don't go to college, you might feel like a failure. If you didn't follow the safe route, you might feel inadequate. But let me tell you something. A degree does not define your worth. A diploma on your wall doesn't determine your intelligence or your potential. Yes, there are careers out there that do require a formal education and or a degree. But for the rest of us, success is about how we think, adapt, and how we act. And then the problem becomes, many of us will allow those beliefs to hold us back throughout our lives. We're so afraid of stepping outside of that box that we miss countless or endless numbers of opportunities that are presented to us. Being intelligent, it isn't about knowing everything. In fact, the smartest ones are the people who realize that they don't know it all. They're the ones that are willing to question their own beliefs and hear somebody else's perspective. And they're also the ones that are willing to admit when they're wrong. This mindset where you're willing to learn, stay curious, and consider other people's perspectives. That's what separates those who are successful from those who are not. That's what separates those who see opportunities and those who don't. Think about the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you don't know what that is, I encourage you to look it up and go a little bit further, a little bit deeper on this concept. Essentially, this concept says the less you know, the more confident you are in what you know. But the more that you learn, the more you realize what you don't know. And here's why that actually matters. When you stay stuck in ignorance, you are blind to opportunities. You believe that you already know exactly how the world works. You are unwilling and you don't look for anything that is outside of your comfort zone. What happens is the media, the system, and society as a whole uses this to their advantage. They keep you distracted, fearful, and ignorant. The system is designed to be this way because it's easier to control people who feel powerless and defeated. Here's another concept. It's called the Matthew Principle. And what the Matthew Principle says is from those who have nothing, everything will be taken. For those who have everything, more will be given. It's not just a biblical quote. It's an actual observation of how the world works. Why I think this is applicable here is because wealth, success, and opportunities, they tend to follow people who are ready and willing to receive them. There's a twist to this, right? The people who have aren't just lucky. They've trained themselves to see opportunities and recognize potential and then take action. They take action and make sacrifices that most aren't willing to do. Most people don't do this. They're so bogged down by limiting beliefs and fear that they can't even see the chance to break free. Here's something to consider that you probably haven't thought about before. We live in a world where our attention is a currency. Every minute of the day, whether you're sleeping or you're awake, there is something somewhere that is competing for your attention. Whether it's your phone, social media, the news. If you are constantly distracted, how are you ever going to recognize any opportunity that presents itself? Think about that. How in the world can you think critically, and how are you going to plan ahead? How are you going to realize that something that a sign that might be just incredibly subtle, but it's a sign that something great is within your reach? You got to remember that successful people, they guard their attention fiercely. They don't just willy-nilly go off and hand their attention to whoever wants it or whatever wants it. They focus on what matters, and they just simply cut out all of the noise. They don't waste their time endlessly scrolling on mindless negativity. They actually create space in their minds to be able to notice the opportunities that present themselves. They realize that opportunities don't always present themselves as a golden ticket. Sometimes they're disguised as hard work and challenges, or even sometimes failures. So the difference between successful people and everybody else is the successful people have trained themselves to find the opportunities in every single situation. A successful person is going to look at a challenge or a failure and reflect on it, and they're going to think, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow, and what's the next step I should take? Because opportunities, they're often just a subtle whisper. They're not always all up in your face. Hey, look at me, with big lights and flashy signs, and like the Las Vegas Strip. They can be a random idea or a conversation or just a moment of clear thought. But if you're too distracted or stuck in your old way of thinking, you'll miss them entirely. So if you want to break free from this cycle and start recognizing these opportunities, number one, you have to change your mindset. You have to believe that these opportunities will exist for you, or that they do exist for you. You have to trust that you are capable of more, and that life is happening for you, not to you. Number two is stay curious and teachable. Read books, ask questions, and surround yourself with people who are actually going to hold you accountable and challenge you. The more perspectives that you expose yourself to, the more potential that you have to be able to recognize those opportunities. Number three, eliminate those distractions. Limit your time on social media. Quit watching the freaking news. Unsubscribe from all that negativity, all those victims that you might follow on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. The ones that are just out there seeking validation and searching for a sympathy because of their shitty life decisions. Once you do that, you will be able to free yourself up with more time to focus on what truly matters for you. Number four is take calculated risks, because opportunities more often than not are going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to be willing to take a chance, even if it scares you. And you have to understand that there will be failures, and there's nothing that you can do about that aside from stay in your shell and keep doing exactly what it is that you're already doing. You will experience setbacks no matter what, even if you stay in your shell. Is staying in your shell and thinking to yourself, what if, or having regret for not acting? What's riskier? Number five is reflect and stay open. Spend time every single day reflecting on your experiences from that day. Ask yourself, what did I miss? Or what could I have done better? What should I have learned from these opportunities or experiences? That'll allow you to keep your mind open to new opportunities when they actually show up, so that you don't miss them next time. The truth is, opportunities aren't just reserved for the lucky or the elites. There's opportunities everywhere, and they are absolutely endless. We just don't know how to spot them because we don't know what we don't know. You have to be able to train yourself to see them. You have to be able to train your mind to be able to spot those. You have to be able to follow your gut and trust your instinct that you are doing the right thing and you are heading the right direction. Because you have to break free from all of those lies and the distractions and the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. And odds are you didn't even know that they are holding you back, because our perspective is our 100%. Understand that your dreams they're closer than you think. I guess the question is, are you ready to see the path? and then take the first step on it. I hope like hell this video is able to open your eyes and see that we all have opportunities presented. We just don't know how to see them all the time. And if this video has opened your eyes, don't stop here. Take action today. And you can start by reflecting on where you are and where you want to go. Because remember, opportunities are waiting for you. You just have to be able to see them, and you have to be willing to look in the right places. If you made it this far, do me a favor and go down in the comments section and write that word opportunities. Just that one word, opportunities. Let's try to subconsciously reprogram our minds that we can see the opportunities. We will know an opportunity when it falls in our lap. We will be able to take action when we discover that opportunity. We will be able to follow our gut and trust our instincts, follow the signs and be able to see them when those opportunities show up for us. And I ask for these one-word comments because it's something that's easy for everybody to leave, and it shows me who's here, who's sticking with me, and who's actually willing and wanting to get ahead in life. By leaving the comment, it shows the algorithm that you found value in this. Because every single like, comment, and subscribe is what the YouTube algorithm wants to see. It'll push out this content to more people who might also find value in it as well. I appreciate those super thanks that you guys are giving me. Your generosity it's absolutely unworldly, and I am eternally grateful for it. Thank you. Also, by leaving one of those one-word comments, it gives me the opportunity to simply say thank you. I do my best to reply to everybody's comment. I appreciate all of your support. If you enjoyed this video, check out my Sweat Talk playlist. It will be in the end screen and pop up on, I think, the right-hand side of the screen, or go check out my last video. With that, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for showing up. I hope you guys are showing up for yourselves, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.